Bill O'Reilly is very mad, so what's new, about murder. Now, we're all mad about it, but he's going to assign blame in a curious direction. Kate Steinle was murdered in San Francisco by Francisco Sanchez. He shot her. He happens to be an undocumented immigrant. He's deported multiple times, so it's not like we didn't try to get rid of the guy. We did. He's trouble. We deported him many times, but he kept coming back. Now, in this case, he happened to shoot this poor woman. All Americans are upset about that, but Bill O'Reilly would like to claim that he and Donald Trump are more upset and more correct about their analysis, but he's going to go much further because he's going to blame specific people here. Let's watch.
In 2010, the Obama administration openly said it would not punish cities that refuse to obey the 1996 immigration law. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. The mayor and city supervisors of San Francisco are directly responsible for the murder of Kate Steinle, and the Obama administration is complicit. Attorney General Loretta Lynch could order the FBI today to arrest Mayor Lee and the supervisors for violating federal law. She is within her authority to do that. I know that's not going to happen because racial politics drives the law these days, which is why Trump caught so much hell. That responsibility is not being met. And if you point that out, as Trump did, you're a racist, a piñata for the open border crowd to bash.
Piñata. He went in that direction. Okay, let's go to the core of what he's saying here. The mayor of San Francisco and the city supervisor are, quote, directly responsible for that murder. And that the Justice Department should arrest the mayor of San Francisco because it's a sanctuary city. Okay, now this is the same guy who claims when it comes to him, no one should ever assign responsibility. So when people talked about how Dylan Roof was a right-winger, he most clearly was. Now, he was the most extreme of right-wingers. Obviously, he's the guy who shot 9 people in that black church down in South Carolina. But Bill O'Reilly took that personally, right? And I don't know why he took it personally, but he took it personally. And he thought it was outrageous to claim that anyone should ever be assigned responsibility for someone shooting someone else. Really? In fact, we have tape of that, him being so outraged about it.
You were describing what the mindset, in your opinion, was of this psychotic Dylan Roof. Roll the tape.
Ill-gotten belief on some wrong belief do that. He hears that because he watches the news and he watches things like Fox News where they...
You want to... You going to stand by that? Fox News is attacked when we report the truth?
No, what I said is
no, you said
like Fox News.
He
I never said that
Fox
he watched
News.
Fox News. I said, again, things like Fox News.
Well, you want a war, you got a war. You're equating what Dylan Roof did in that church to our commentary here? Is that what you're doing?
People raping white women.
I'm not going to sit here any longer and take this garbage. Are you going to stand there tonight and say that Fox News justifies brutal crimes against black Americans? Is that what you're going to do? That is the truth. And the liars who distort the record are now on notice.
Are you going to sit here and tell us that the mayor of San Francisco, the city supervisor, and Barack Obama are responsible for the heinous murder of Kate Steinle? Yeah, that's exactly what you just did. So when the shoe's on the other foot, oh, you love it. Oh, there's a murder? Oh, let's blame it on the liberals. Let's blame it specifically on this guy, that person, and Obama, of course. Always Obama. Outraged when anyone would suggest that a right-winger is actually a right-winger, and I believe right-wingers do watch things like Fox News. Outrage! Outrage, right? Some random-ass guy we deported many, many times comes back, kills somebody. The mayor did it. Obama did it. I mean, the double standard is astounding. Now, you think that's bad. You want to talk about directly responsible. Remember, Scott Roeder killed Dr. George Tiller. Dr. George Tiller provided abortions for women who needed it. That's not how it was framed. And look, I'm saying it exactly as it was. Yes, he was a doctor who did abortions. He did many other things, and people were very thankful for his services because they got to choose what to do with their own bodies. But that's not how Bill O'Reilly saw it. Remember, After all of this, what you're about to watch, George Tiller was assassinated, killed by Scott Roeder, okay? This is what O'Reilly used to say about Dr. Tiller.
Killing babies in America. That's the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. For $5,000, Tiller, the baby killer as some call him, will perform a late-term abortion for just about any reason. You're okay with some woman being depressed, executing her child hours before it's born.
There's a lot of evidence there that he was performing illegal late-term abortions and covering up instances of child rape.
You should be very disturbed by what continues to happen in Kansas. This man, Dr. George Tiller, known as Tiller the baby killer, is performing late-term abortions without defining the specific medical reasons why. Tiller has killed thousands of late-term fetuses without explanation. No question Dr. Tiller has blood on his hands. Tiller the baby killer out in Kansas, acquitted today of murdering babies. There's got to be a special place in hell for this guy. This guy will kill your baby for $5,000, any reason. Any reason. You go in, you go, the Glenn Beck program upset me today and I can't have the baby. I mean, bang, you got $5,000, he's taking them out.
This guy will kill your baby. He's got blood on his hands. There's a special place in hell reserved for him. And then, oh my God, somebody who saw that wind up killing Dr. Tiller. Nobody could have seen that coming. No, Fox News is innocent. Bill O'Reilly is innocent. No, the mayor of San Francisco should be arrested because of her views on immigration policy. And you're going to connect that to a murder that happened in San Francisco. And then you're going to connect it back to Obama. And you're going to talk about direct responsibility. By that logic, you are most definitely directly responsible for the death of Dr. Tiller. And you most certainly should be arrested for that. You incited people, you egged them on, and killer, the baby killer, the baby killer, the baby killer. When is somebody going to do something about this? When is somebody going to send this guy to hell? You sound like a mullah. You sound like one of the ISIS guys. You sound like the American Taliban, the American Al-Qaeda. When is somebody going to do something about this guy? Come on, man. He's killing babies. He killed all those babies. He can kill your baby. Go send him to hell. Come on. It's a little out of context. He said there should be, if I was at MSNBC, I'd have to bow down and apologize to Bill O'Reilly. No, he said there's a special place in hell reserved for Dr. Tiller. The implication is, who's going to put him there? Oh, it turned out to be Scott Roeder. Way to go, big guy. And then afterwards, he's like, who, me? No, he says this.
Some in the left-wing press are blaming me for inciting the murder of late-term abortionist Dr. George Tiller. Zealots say my reporting on Tiller motivated the man, even though there's absolutely no evidence of that. The accusers object to my using the term Tiller the baby killer, which was the doctor's well-known nickname.
No. You gave him that nickname. You're the one who made it well-known by saying it night in, night out on your program. That you always brag goes to millions and millions of people. Oh, you're the biggest guy in cable news. Who do you think made that a popular term? You did. And of course, you made it popular among right-wing zealots, fundamentalists who think about murdering people. You did that, Bill O'Reilly. I'm not saying that I would have said this about Bill O'Reilly or that others who talk about issues should be held directly responsible. No, I'm using Bill O'Reilly's logic. By his own logic, he is most certainly directly responsible for the death of Dr. Tiller. How many times did you have to call him a baby killer before somebody decided, hey, you know what, let me go grab a gun and kill that guy? Directly responsible. Young Turks.